So here we go, the finale of the Greystoke Stages 2025. Stage 6, it's a repeat of Stage 5. The same 6.3 miles of forest that these drivers have already competed on once. And we are live in the same location again. Like I said earlier, we can't move between the two stages, 5 and 6, because of timings. It's very narrow. We don't get much time to do a great deal, to be honest with you. It's a little drink and then back to it. So yeah, we're here again. It's a nice little shot anyway down the hill, wasn't it, before? We can see Cat in the Land Rover down there. Give us a wave or flash us the lights, Cat. I know you're down there. But yeah, we are going again. Stage 6 is live. Alan Carmichael then makes his way into the stage. I'll give you a little rundown of the top 10 as we wait for Alan to arrive here. Alan Carmichael, Harry Walsh will lead the way then, 34 minutes 56 seconds. A lead of a minute, let's say now, over Angus Laurie and Lisa Watson. Third, John Stone, Rhys Stoneman, 36.42. So they're another 50 seconds behind. Steady gap there then. Peter Gorst is 6 seconds behind John now, so John took another second out of him on the previous one. Michael O'Brien in 5th, 36.56. James Hall, Laura Marshall, 37.53. Oliver Wood up to 7th now with Kenny Cockshott, 39.04. Ian Holt, Phil Boyle, 39.34 in 8th. Nick Kitchen, Steve Pugh in 9th on a 39.41, and Steve Ward, John Millington round out the top 10, 40 minutes and 4. Dust is building as the road continues to dry out. And that is one of the reasons why the pace at the top is hot. Alan Carmichael, Harry Walshaw then in the Wren Kitchens backed Hyundai R5 or Rally 2 as they are these days, these newer cars. But, leading the way once again, he's won every stage so far throughout the day, all 5 stages going their way. Angus Laurie is getting ever closer to taking a stage time though, and it'll be interesting as we come into this one. It seems on it. It's a nice line through this right-hander. Both times I've thought that. Just balancing the car, sliding it through the corner rather than driving it. It does seem a good way of doing it. It's the back wheels are out of those ruts and out of that bumpy material on the inside. So a good line there for Angus. We'll see if he can take any time out of Alan on this final stage and see if he can claim his first win of the day on the last stage. The sun is now shining. It's warming up nicely. We've had coats on all day just purely to stop the midges and the flies biting us, and now the sun is out good and proper. I can feel the warmth on the back of my neck. Okay. Still sounding just as good as ever. That fantastic WRC Ford Focus. Mick O'Brien. Jack Morton alongside him as well this weekend. So Jack having a run out in a WRC car. Spends a lot of time in the Rally 2s, the likes of Callum Black, multiple championship winner. experienced navigator from the northeast. John Stone looking quick. Last stage of the rally for John as well. Well underway now. We're a good sort of halfway through this 6.5 mile stage here. Alan will have finished the stage now. We'll try and get some times up as they come in. As soon as we get them, I will let you know. The gaps are fairly consistent over the top for sort of 3 or 4 positions. Just the 6 seconds between John Stone and Pete Gorst. Pete is trying everything in his power as well, really pushing on. He's trying to claw that final podium place back. Certainly trying. This is where the battle is between 3rd and 4th. Just those 6 seconds. We will see if he manages to do it in around about 5 minutes' time when the times come through at the end of this one, and see who takes that final podium position. It's been close all day between John in the Polo and Pete and Mark in the Evo. James Hall, Laura Marshall continue on their merry way. 6th overall in the Subaru Impreza. So any chance of Angus Laurie and Lisa Watson taking a stage win towards the end of the day has sadly been quashed by a hard-charging Alan Carmichael, who's gone a lot quicker than his last stage time, actually, setting a 6:19 through that one. So 18 seconds almost quicker than his previous stage time. Angus could only manage a 6:33, which is still 6 seconds quicker than his previous stage time, but still around about 16 seconds slower on the road than and then Alan Carmichael. So you would go as far as to say as Alan Carmichael has won the event here today, both through the final stage continues to absolutely blow my mind that car's still running. Car number 9, Tom Pickard and Simon Pickard in the Mark II Escort. They took a stage maximum on stage 4, but I think it was stage 2 this morning. The car came through with so much smoke coming out the back of it. There can't be much oil left in the service park, never mind in the back of the car. There was it was pluming out the back of the car. And I said there and then that there was no way the car would get out of that stage, never mind any further. But fast forward a few stages. And they're here now, as is this crew. Car number 11, Nick Kitchen and Steve Pugh. They'll be looking to put on a bit of a charge through this last stage. It'll be interesting to see. They were faster than Ian Holt and Phil Boyle on the previous stage by 3 seconds. And it's just... let's have a look. It's around about 7 seconds in it going into this one, so there's a chance there for them. If they knuckle down, they've got a chance on this final 6.3 miles. Here is the class leaders. Much smoother approach, not quite as flamboyant, but that might be the way. That might be the way to hold off Nick and Steve over this final, like I say, 6.25 miles, let's say. Just the 7 seconds in it. Let's see if John has managed to hold off Peter. He has indeed. John extends his advantage, in fact, by another 4 seconds to hold on to that podium position. The Legend Performance Polo finishing third, then by the looks of things here at Greystoke today. Pete Gorse, Mark Twynham, they finish fourth, and Mick O'Brien is currently fifth. We'll see how things pan out with the rest of the crews as they post their times. This will be Dave and Jamie Forrest. And they're just outside the podiums in two-wheel drive. 11th overall and 4th in class. 22 seconds behind Steve Corky Ward, so you'd expect, as long as there's no dramas for Steve and John, they'll take that final podium step in the two-wheel drive class. There they are, trying to cement their position. James Hall, Laura Marshall slot into 6th. We'll wait to see the times of these two-wheel drive crews. Roger Kilty just running slightly wide at the bottom of the hill. A little bit ragged throughout the day as Roger today. Not quite found his rhythm. Still, car sounds fantastic, and I do like the sight of an Evo 10. Setting stage, waiting, here we go. Can hear them now. Mark Warren. Castleton is waving down the bottom of the hill. Thank you, Cat. Catherine Thornton watching the kids, waiting for Uncle Chris. Watching with the kids, sorry, waiting for Uncle Chris in car 33. We'll keep an eye on car 33. Chris Patterson alongside Dave Coatsworth, flying along in that MG. Probably one of the drives of the day, I have to say. Darren Atkinson is going the right way for once. Yeah. Colin Keenan's watching also, thank you very much. Chris Hopkins, Roger Haycox, Roy Ida Johansson also tuning in on Facebook. Thank you everyone for tuning in. As always, we really appreciate it. Will Fisher, Ross Green have made their way through in the Evo. And if any of you are sat at home watching the F1 and you need a wake-up call, Christina Robinson will be through shortly in that Peugeot. If you turn your speakers up nice and loud, if you just happen to nod off, we'll wake you up very soon with a 208. Then you can continue to watch the procession around Silverstone. Trying to work out if I can hear it coming in the distance or not. Oh yeah, I thought I could. Sporting an open front end on the car as well. Clearly deciding to modify the front corner of the Peugeot. Looks like some air intake pipes hanging down. Nothing too much to worry about, I don't think. Roger Haycox is just sitting down to chicken pie and new potatoes. Oh, that sounds all right, actually, to be fair. You haven't just ruined it for everyone, have you, Brian? Lando wins. Is that... We could have a whole shed load of people here waiting to finish watching this and then go and watch the Formula One, and you've just ruined it for everyone. Unconfirmed reports say that Lando wins. Colin Smith is also tuning in. Thank you very much to everyone watching the live stream today. Ryan Walker, car number 17. Just quietly got about his business today and got on with things. Doing well. I think we're going to have to find a pub on the way home. Sounds good. Chicken pie, new potatoes. Either that or we need a better catering department here at Special Stage. That's the problem. Wayne's looking to take on a celebrity chef, if you know of anybody. We know somebody who can do good bacon butties in the service park. Robbie Wood, Stephen Brown then. Just outside the top 20, third in class. Joe Bob is watching us over in Canada. Thank you for tuning in, Joe Bob. Tuned in on YouTube for a bit of live rallying here in the UK. Watching the MG3s coming through at the minute. Thompson. Driven a measured drive all day and a bit of work to do this morning when they had Luke Constantine chomping at the bit and in fact took the lead off them on stage 2 and seem to be just eking out a few seconds here and there until problems for Luke. Fuel pump issues for the MG. Put pay to their win here at Greystoke today. Mal Cowan Jr. taking over the role of leader of the pack. Here's Paul Gorge finishing off his rally. Charlie Stevens alongside. Do a little bit more tidying up time. Ooh. There we go. In fact, actually, well, they probably won't cut that far, but there's a huge rock on the inside, just on the top of the burn, so they're probably not going to cut that far in, actually, to be fair. But if somebody does, it'll give them a nasty shock. It's the Silver Sideways Mini again. John Day, Emma Cooper back out to round things off then this afternoon. Missed a couple of stages in the middle of the day with problems, but continuing on their way anyway. And we'll see out the end of this event by the looks of things. Just about 2.5-3 miles to go after this point in the stage. Dave Ellis with Alan Edwards alongside car 30. Next up for us, currently third in class in the Proctor's Coaches R50. Well, you can't quite see it on the camera, but where the cars come into view just before they get to that corner, there's a long straight, and around about 100 metres before it, there's quite a large crest, and the drivers won't see that junction in the bottom there until over that crest. So that is why there's a little bit of flamboyancy at times, trying to slow the car down as much as they need to, but no problems for Rob Fisher and Charlotte Wainwright. Charlotte, who turns 21 again tomorrow for her birthday, so many happy returns. Hope you had a good day's rallying, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Okay, who have we got next? Mal Cowan Senior. Car 32. Missed one stage, stage 4. Took a maximum, which sees him tumble down the leaderboard, but still going strong towards the end of the day as well. It's one positive to take from it. So here is the Flying MG. I'm going to go as far as to say driver of the day today, David Coatsworth, Chris Patterson. Really good run, really impressed me today. A crew I've not seen out very much either, so certainly gone really well in the 1400 MG. Lachlan Hunter, Rich Simmons, missed stage 4 as well. One of the crews that were looking to fight for the MG3 title, or at least podium this weekend. Issue stage 4 meant game over in terms of podium celebrations. I have to say the weather's done us proud, hasn't it? Kyle Wilson, Mark Broadbent there, making their way out of shot. Car 36, currently lying second in class actually, 21st overall. Only crew quicker than them this weekend. Charlie Mathewson, Ian Bass. So, fair play to Kyle. We're around about a minute off the pace of Charlie throughout the day. Sven Grube. Bouncing his way through this final stage. Second in Class 8 currently. And that is behind David Coatsworth and Chris Patterson in that MG. So going well for Sven in the minis. Max Crowther then trying to slow that MG down for the left-hander at the bottom of the hill. Showing good pace at times today, has Max. Just that problem he had on stage 3 where it cost him around about 3 or 4 minutes in the stage. But, If he hadn't had that, he'd been right up there. Peter Johnson, Johnny Sprout up next. 27th overall, third in class. Mark II Escort. So lots to come in the coming weeks on Special Stage. We will bring you a few more items from Ypres last week when we took a trip over to Belgium. A few more videos and pieces that we did with some of the notable crews over there. So unfortunately, Luke Constantine was now put on Facebook that their luck has run out, and sadly a mechanical failure means we can't continue today. However, it was nice to have a good run out on the gravel and to see that the pace was there. He was leading the MG3s, remember? So we've got some more snippets from Belgium coming your way, and then we've also got next weekend full team out on the Nicky Grist stages, rounds of the BTRDA National Gravel Series and also the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship, and we'll be bringing you all the action from Mid Wales, mid to South Wales really, isn't it, down at the sort of Epping military ranges, Crooken halfway. Fantastic to see Route 60 being used again for a rally. One of my favourite stages in the UK, in the British Isles. Rear-wheel drive Fiesta just bouncing its way through the stage. The stages have had quite a hammering really over the day. So yeah, that's next Saturday down in Wales. Nicky Grist stages, set to be a thriller, and then week after that we travel to Northern Ireland for the next round of the Pro Tyre Asphalt Rally Championship, the Down Rally. Car 45, the Bradshaw and Harris Mini, still pushing hard. They've had a good day. So yes, it's going to be a busy few weeks for the Special Stage gang. As well as that, we've got off-road events throughout the country as well, which we'll be covering. So keep your eye on the Facebook pages and Instagram and YouTube, and don't forget the website. We'll also every Thursday hit you with the Throwback Thursday, which will include archive footage from around the UK, possibly Europe, depending on what producer Wayne's feeling like at the time, to see what he's putting together each week. It's always a nice surprise when we see something come out there. Let us know what you fancy. Do you fancy some noughties, 90s, 80s? What do you fancy seeing? We've got it all. We can put something together. And the way things are going and the way time's flying past at the minute, the 10s and the 20s will be historic and archive footage soon. Team Abler then, just 3 miles away from bringing their Mini back home safely. Ready for their long drive back to Kent tonight. They've had a fun day. Car 49 making their way through the stage then. Final stage of the rally. Paul Green, Andrew Side, and took a sizable chunk out of their front corner of the car on stage 2. So stage 3. So good to see they've carried on, and they've got. And there's not a lot of protection under that left-hand front wheel arch this morning. This looks like Team Hersey as well. They've impressed today, pushed hard throughout the day as well. Good to see Ben and Matthew Cat says the pub sounds good. I don't know which one, but it does sound good, doesn't it, a pub? Ken Ingram is watching from Harlock. And Frida Groob, thanks for the great coverage. Been brilliant being able to watch Sven and Alfie in car 37 from Spain via YouTube. You're welcome. We've enjoyed bringing all this footage to you as well. Ali Campbell watching from the house. Oliver Wood, another driver who's shone today. Kenny Cox shot alongside. Car 51. And comfortably inside the top 10 by the end of the event as well. So that's some improvement on their seeding, considering it's one of their first times out in a car. Rallying. Not a bad way to start, is it? The gravel of Greystoke Forest. So the home of the Ford World Rally Team up here in Cumbria. Test venue for the Puma Rally Ones. Fantastic facility as well, really nice forest roads. We've had the pleasure of being up here for some of the testing. Great place to come to set the car up as well. So yeah, fantastic facility, and a big thank you to everyone who runs this forest for allowing it to be used for this sort of thing as well. Next up then, the 205 GTI of Greg McCutcheon and Ian McCutcheon. They've had a strong performance today, pushed on all day. 8th overall in Class 8, which is a very competitive class with all the minis in it as well. So they've gone well today, to be fair. So not too many more cars to come now. We'll be rounding things off. And signing off for a good day's rallying here at Greystoke. I hope you've enjoyed all the action throughout the day. Peter and James Sharples then back up to their usual speed, having a good run. This rut's just making the bottom of the cars ground out, isn't it, as they go around it, if you hit it hard enough. I do need to give a big shout out though to all the Orange Army out there, all the marshals that have been helping out today, the organisers that put these events on. You've also got the rescue crews and the medics that are out here making sure that everyone is safe and looked after in case of an emergency. Without these guys, it simply wouldn't happen. So a big thank you to everyone involved in bringing this sport to us all. It's a 323 powering its way up the hill, kicking up the dust. Rob Green, Andrew Turner then taking that Mazda towards the final time control at the end of the stage and into service for a well-earned rest. Great to see that car out today. Enjoyed having the Mazda out on the stages. Just before we round things off as well, I would like to just mention again the one of the touching stories from last year's event, and I just want to reiterate what we said earlier on. If you were listening earlier, I'll let this Fiesta come past first, and we'll mention one of the reasons why the mini challenge is up here and why it's well supported on this event. You see Aidan Gregory in the ST going past. So the mini challenge came back to Greystoke this year, having lost a competitor on the event last year. Andy Watson sadly passed away at the side of the road whilst competing on this event last year. Very, very sad time for everyone, and Guy Butler and the team took the decision to come back to Greystoke this year and to bring the championship back up here to sort of honour Andy and to sort of show support to the family as well, the Watson family. So it was important they came up here. There's also an award as well in his memory for the minis, just to sort of show what sort of kind of guy Andy was. He was a well-loved person around the service park. Lots of stories came in afterwards, and we were hearing earlier, weren't we, about a competitor saying that it was his first event and he was being checked upon and made sure everything was okay at the end of the stages by Andy Watson, who was following them in the stage. And a lot of time for other people. So this event is dedicated to Andy. So our final car on the road then, Hazel Johnson, makes her way past. Big thank you to everyone who's tuned in throughout the day, all day today, and giving us your time. We will be back in a week's time, just less than a week's time actually, next Saturday down in Bilth Wells for the start of the Nicky Grist stages. But until then, from myself, Phil Bramhill, and producer Wayne, who's on the cameras, we look forward to seeing you all in around about 6 days' time. Take it easy, everyone. Thank you for watching.